Hi, my name is Annie, and welcome to the Walking Word, where we go through the Holy Bible in a year as part of discipling. We are currently reading the book of Judges, and we're in chapter 13, which is the birth of Samson. But a little bit about the book of Judges. It's a transitional book of leadership. So the Israelites have moved away from Joshua and Moses, and the Lord is walking them toward, well, it's actually a choice the Israelites make. It's not God's will. He permits it at the end of the day, but it's not the will. It's not his will for them to move into monarchy. So, but here there's a transition of leadership where Israel is led by judges, and their judges were both military leaders, community leaders, law enforcers. So these judges held a number of roles in the community. We are in chapter 13 and the birth of an interesting judge. His name is Samson. The Israelites again offended the Lord, who therefore delivered them into the power of the Philistines for 40 years. Are you seeing the way we are graduating? Every time you disobey God, every time you go away of his statutes, every time you live outside of righteousness, how long delay takes. Initially, we started at the beginning. It started with 8 years. It moved to 19, then 20, then to 30 something, then now to 40. Every time you delay, every time you disobey, every time it gets longer. Delay becomes longer and longer. So we're in verse 2 of 13. There was a certain man from Zorah, of the clan of the Danites, whose name was Manoah. His wife was barren and had borne no children. An angel of the Lord appeared to the woman and said to her, we said every time you see the name, an angel of the Lord, pay attention, because most of them, it's a theophany of God himself, revealing himself to mankind. An angel of the Lord appeared to the woman and said to her, though you are barren and have no children, yet you will conceive and bear a son. Now then, be careful to take no wine or strong drink, and to eat nothing unclean. I want to make a quick mention about wine and strong drink. One of the ways, as a believer, this is for believers. If you're something else, but this is just for believers. One of the ways to know that you are consecrated to the Lord, perhaps you have battled with using alcohol and drugs and things like that, and genuinely from your heart of hearts, you know that you don't like to abuse drugs and alcohol. You genuinely know that I don't like these things. I don't like how they make my body feel. I don't like the way they make me behave. I don't like, chances are, because God never changes, the people he consecrates even before he brings them into this earth. Sometimes you're one of those people, you wonder why, oh my goodness, I just had one glass of wine. Why am I drunk? Why do I have this severe headache? Or I just had one bottle of beer. Why am I puking? Why can't my body handle it? Why do I lack tolerance when my friends can drown a whole crate and they're still standing strong? This is such a giver. The story of Samson, that not all of us were born. Some of us were consecrated way differently. And alcohol is one of the ways to know. Substance abuse, when your body can't handle some things, and it's not out of illness or anything like that, just naturally, there's some level of intoxication your body can't handle, and you were not born for it. Okay? Now then, be careful. You see, and the angel of the Lord is very specific. Be careful to take no wine or strong drink, and to eat nothing unclean. So this means this child who's coming has been set apart. As for the son you will conceive and bear, no razor shall touch his head, for this boy is to be consecrated to God from the womb. It is he who will begin the deliverance of Israel from the power of the Philistines. So there's an assignment certain children are already set up for, a specific assignment. And what the mother who's carrying them in the womb does during her pregnancy does matter. What she does is extremely important. The woman went and told her husband, "A man of God came to me. He had the appearance of an angel of God. Terrible indeed." So the appearance of the angel was terrifying. "I did not ask him where he came from, nor did he tell me his name. But he said to me, 'You will be with child and you will bear a son. So take neither wine nor strong drink and eat nothing that is unclean.'" For our wombs are creation vessels. They're portals, they're entry portals. As women, we bring life into this world. We bring things from the unseen world into this world. So that's why it's the womb is very special to God. It touches a part of His heart that mankind sometimes does not fully understand. But let's continue. "So take neither wine nor strong drink and eat nothing unclean." So she's recanting this story to her husband. "For the boy shall be consecrated to God from the womb until the day of his death. From birth to death, this is my child." Manoah then prayed to the Lord. "O Lord, I beseech you," he said, "may the man of God whom you sent return to us and teach us what to do for the boy who will be born." God then heard the prayer of Manoah. And the angel of God came again to the woman as she was sitting in the field, since her husband Manoah was not with her. Again, the message was brought to the woman. The angel would have chosen to speak to Manoah directly, but again to the woman, to also speak especially to women and the work they do towards bringing God's consecrated ones into this world, the work that they do. So God is specific again. He would have chosen to appear to Manoah wherever he was, but again appeared to his wife. The woman ran in haste and told her husband, "The man who came to me the other day has appeared to me," she said. So Manoah got up and followed his wife. When he reached the man, he said to him, "Are you the one who spoke to my wife?" "Yes," he answered. Then Manoah asked, "Now when that which you say comes true, what are we expected to do for the boy?" The angel of the Lord answered Manoah, "Your wife is to abstain from all the things which I spoke to her." I spoke to her. I didn't speak to you, I spoke to her. "She must not eat anything that comes from the vine, nor take any wine or strong drink, nor eat anything unclean. Let her observe all that I have commanded her." Instructions again to her, the role of women in bringing prophets into this world, apostles into this world, evangelists into this world, mighty men of God and women into this world. God is speaking directly to the woman. "Let her observe all that I have commanded her." Then Manoah said to the angel of the Lord, "Can we persuade you to stay while we prepare a kid for you?" But the angel of the Lord answered Manoah, "Although you press me, I will not partake of your food. But if you will, you may offer it as a holocaust to the Lord." Not knowing that it was the angel of the Lord. You remember initially it was an angel of God appeared to Manoah's wife. That was their understanding. But now we are given even further understanding. The angel of the Lord. Previously it was angel of God. So it was a terrifying creature, a terrifying creation, a terrifying manifestation of a heavenly being. But now is when an understanding comes. They still don't understand that, not knowing that it was the angel of the Lord. Now we know it's a theophany of God himself. Manoah said to him, "What is your name? That we may honor you when your words come true." The angel of the Lord answered him, Why do you ask my name, which is mysterious? Mm, mm, mm. In this sense, the name mysterious is not to mean it's like, ooh, it's big, super secret. No, no, no. It's incomprehensible. My name is incomprehensible to man. And that's why even angels just call him holy. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. Holy is his name. Holy is the ground he walks on. Holy is the throne he sits on. Holy, just they can't even say his name. And even when you think of the name Yahweh, which also comes from I think I am, is you can't fathom my name. I am. In Kiswahili terms, mimi niko tu, ni mimi. Because your mind can't comprehend my name. Yeah, and that's why even when we say God Most High, it's our attempt to reach that name. To not to reach that name, to yes, yeah, I can't even explain it. Um, but when we say Most High, healer, provider, it's because his name is all encompassing that man is given his name in bits and pieces. It's hard to comprehend. So when the angel of the Lord here tells him, my name is incomprehensible or mysterious, that's what he means when he says, oh, my name is mysterious. Then Manoah took the kid with the cereal offering and offered it on the rock to the Lord, whose works are mysteries. While Manoah and his wife were looking on as the flame rose to the sky from the altar, the angel of the Lord ascended in the flame of the altar. When Manoah and his wife saw this, they fell prostrate to the ground. But the angel of the Lord was seen no more by Manoah and his wife. Then Manoah, realizing that it was the angel of the Lord, said to his wife, we will certainly die, for we have seen God. And remember, that's why most of the time when after people encountered God, they would lie prostrate, dozens of like, and it was, yes, because the ground was holy. God would always tell you, okay, remove your shoes, you're in holy ground. But it was also out of I don't want to use the word fear because God hasn't given us that spirit, but it was that fear of the Lord, like, oh my goodness, I have seen you, that means I will die. You've appeared to me, that means I will die. You look, it's being in this so blasé phase where you're just like, I don't know if I'll see tomorrow. So even Manoah is here telling his wife, oh my goodness, we will certainly die, for we have seen God. But his wife pointed out to him, if the Lord had meant to kill us, he would not have accepted a holocaust and cereal offering from our hands, nor would he have let us see all this just now, or hear what we have heard. The woman bore a son and named him Samson. The boy grew up, and the Lord blessed him. The Spirit of the Lord first stirred him in Mahaneh-dan, which is between Zorah and Eshtaol. We move to chapter 14, where we see the marriage of Samson.